Welcome to another tech vid. Today, you'll learn how to integrate Google Workspace with Sophos Central. Let's dive in. This is a free integration for Sophos MDR and XDR customers, and once set up, allows alerts to be sent directly to Sophos, allowing for faster identification, analysis, and response to potential security incidents. Today, you'll learn how to enable the Google Workspace Alert Center API and create a service account and private key. Then, you'll enable domain-wide delegation, including adding the OAuth scope to your account. Assign a delegated user's email address for API calls. And lastly, configure the Google Workspace integration in Sophos Central. Before starting, you must be a Sophos Central admin or super admin, and you need super administrator access to your Google Workspace account. If you don't have this, contact a super admin for the account and provide your service account's client ID and list of OAuth scopes so they can complete the required steps. When they finish, you can then proceed to the last step to configure the integration in Sophos Central. Refer to the linked documentation for further details. Let's get started. Sign in to your Google Cloud Console and select your project. In the search bar, look for Google Workspace Alert Center API and open it. Then click Enable. You're brought to the Enabled APIs and Services page. Next, create a service account and private key. Go to Credentials, then Manage Service Accounts, and click Create Service Account. Enter a service account ID and a display name. The description is optional. Click Create and Continue. For this integration, you don't need to modify the permissions, so click Done to create the account. Next, create a key to generate JSON details for the new account. Click the new service account to view its details. Then go to the Keys tab. Add a new key. For key type, choose JSON and click Create to generate and download the file. Make sure you store this private key securely. You'll need it later on when configuring the integration. The next step is to set up domain-wide delegation of authority for the service account. In the Google Cloud Console, open the menu and go to IAM and Admin, Service Accounts. Click your new service account to view its details. Open the Advanced Settings dropdown. Under Domain-Wide Delegation, copy the client ID value to your clipboard. Then, click View Google Workspace Admin Console and sign in with the Super Admin user account. In the Google Admin Console, go to Security, Access and Data Control, API Controls. Select Manage Domain-Wide Delegation. Click Add New. Enter the client ID you copied previously. In the OAuth Scopes field, enter the following, then click Authorize. Next, assign the email address of the user that you want to delegate for API calls. Sign in to admin.google.com. Go to Directory, Users. Here, I'll add a new user, but you can choose to edit an existing user and assign the super admin role as well. Make sure to note the delegate super admin's email for the next step. You may need to refresh the users page for the new user to appear. Open the new user, and under Admin Roles and Privileges, click Assign Roles. Enable the super admin role and save the changes. Lastly, configure the Google Workspace integration. In the Sophos Central dashboard, go to Threat Analysis Center, Marketplace. Find the Google Workspace integration and click the tile. If this is your first time integrating a product, you're prompted to add your domain and IP address information in Sophos Central. Click Next. Open internal IP ranges and add your relevant IP addresses. Then add in your internal domains. Click Save when you're done. Return to the Marketplace. Find the Google Workspace tile again and click on it. Click Add Configuration. Enter a name. A description is optional. The client email can be found in the JSON file generated earlier. Copy the email in the file and paste it in. Then, enter the email address for the delegated super admin user. Lastly, copy the private key information and paste it into the field. Make sure to include all characters inside the quotation marks. Click Save. The integration will be created and you'll see a green checkmark once it's done. Google Workspace is now integrated and alerts will now be sent directly to Sophos Central. I hope you found this useful. The relevant documentation and other comprehensive resources for this tech vid are linked in the video description. Join the Sophos community to stay up to date with our products, ask questions, and get answers from Sophos experts. And go to Sophos TechVids for more expert tutorials to help you maximize your products and stay secure. See you next time.